Greetings, friends. I'm Christiana Gaudet. I am your tarot fairy godmother. It's Saturday. We are live on my YouTube channel, and it is time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. That's where you ask specific questions and I give specific answers. Let's make it fun. Let's make it juicy. Let's make it deep. The questions that we're not really interested in is like, what does Spirit want me to know? The questions we want are as specific as possible. So go ahead and get your questions in. I'll handle as many as I have time for. Before we get going, I do want to greet those of you who are watching in archive. Obviously, if the live stream has ended, I won't be able to answer your questions, but if you listen, you might hear something of interest. You might hear something that strikes something for you or resonates for you in some way. So we do appreciate your being here as well. I do want to remind you that tomorrow, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, we have a tarot meetup here on my YouTube channel. We spend an hour together. We do readings for each other. You can ask any questions you want there. And we'll spend some time in tarot study as well. So, what else did I want to tell you? I wanted to tell you that this Thursday, that would be the 22nd of April, we have a class on Zoom. This is a premium class. Ticket price is $37.50. It's a 2-hour class. It is the Tarot Flow Workshop. We will go over techniques and practice techniques that help you get into the flow of a tarot reading, how to get the information flowing, how to let the cards flow together. That's what we're going to do, and I'd love to have you with us. All you have to do is go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com, and go to the events, where you can find the link to register for the workshop. While you're on my website, you can subscribe to my weekly newsletter, and you can even make an appointment for a private reading. Okay, let's get going. So happy to see all of you here. And the first question we have here, and this is it nature renew? Will this course of antibiotics heal the problem? We sure hope that it will, but let's see what we see in the cards. You know, I think the antibiotics will help. I think you need rest, and I think the antibiotics may create other issues. So you're going to have to mitigate the negative effects of the antibiotics. So will these antibiotics help? Yes. Do you need to rest? Oh, heck yes. And there may be other things you do to need to mitigate. There may be other issues that come from the use of the antibiotics. Nothing permanent, but just something you need to do to feel better after that. So it's a haul, but I think you're on the right track. Okay, Marion, nice to see you. Oh, here we go. Did I make the right choice this week in regards to a romantic relationship? Okay, so this is a great teachable moment. I know nothing about this story. I don't know anything. Did she choose to be with, to not be with, to have a booty call, to not have a booty call, to slap someone across the face? I have no idea what the choice was. All we're going to ask is, was it the right choice? And the answer that comes up is it's a choice. This is a choice that was informed by the past. Now, this may be a person you knew from the past, so you know how they are. Or it may be that there was something about this situation where what you have learned in the past helped you to process this the right way. Not only did you make the right choice, you made the only choice. All right. And so nice to see all of you here today. Okay. Clumsy clairvoyance, how can I show more gratitude toward the people in my life? What a nice question. And there's a couple of things here. You're very busy and you need to be busy. And the thing is, the people in your life want you to be successful. So one thing you can do to show gratitude to the people in your life is do what you have to do to be successful. They'll be happy for you. Beyond that, I think that, when you have time to communicate with them, when you have time to spend time with them, Of course, that is a wonderful thing. But really, the people who care about you are invested in you and want to see you invest in yourself. Okay. Claire, should I have canceled my loan application? Did you? So this is like such a funny thing. So did you not cancel it, but you're wondering if you should, or you did cancel it, but you're wondering if you shouldn't? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the course of action that you did indeed take. And I think the course of action that you have taken so far, you have a lot of anxiety around this, but your course of action so far, whatever it is fine. Nothing to worry about. You're fine. Whatever you chose, whatever you did, it's all good. Okay, so I see a question from Jackie, but it didn't come all the way through. Oh, here it is. Now I've got it. Okay. So I'm gonna get to Jackie's question, and then I'll go back and get to everyone else's. Okay, I've been feeling unwell this week, and I feel like I'm waiting for, or something is missing. What's happening? Honestly, I think a lot of it is COVID related. I think you're missing normal life. I think you want to be with people in a more normal way. I think you want to be feeling more inspired, more creative. And so a lot of it, I think, is just COVID fatigue. And I think in this time, you have been doing a lot of growing, figuring out who you are and what you want and what you don't want. And so that things from the past that used to bring you joy don't bring you joy anymore. And you're not sure what will bring you joy. So part of it is growth. And part of it is just the COVID fatigue that a lot of us are feeling on and off. What to do about it is to be patient, but to look for the things that will bring you joy. And recognize there's nothing horribly wrong here. Okay. Sione, how does the coming week look for me in regard to work? I think very well. I think you'll be able to help some people. Some people may help you. You'll be busy. You'll be a little anxious. But I think a lot of good is coming here, and you may even get some recognition for something good that you have accomplished. Okay, Nicole. I was very close to my father and even more to my grandfather, who was like a second father to me growing up. Are they still around spiritually, possibly looking out for us? Well, father, yes, definitely. And the thing is, both father and grandfather had their own issues in life, and so they have been working on their own healing. Father has made a lot of growth for himself, and he does watch over your family. And he tries to keep, you're okay. He's not too worried about you. But there are other family members. He tries to keep them from making stupid mistakes. Sometimes he's successful. Sometimes he's not. It is what it is. But yes, grandfather is around, but more as a source of wisdom. When you need wisdom, when you need inspiration, you should ask for him to show you something that will be inspiring to you or that will teach you. So I feel like dad's more protective, your grandfather more inspiring. That's the way it shows up right now. That can always change over time, but that's how it is now. La Morena, so nice to see you. Should I continue searching for benefits or take some potential paid training? Look for benefits, take paid training. You know, either is hard. No matter what you do is hard. But I think even though it's going to be difficult, going for the training, as long as you have the right support around you, going for the training would be a real benefit. It would be hard, but it would be a benefit. Okay, Style and Chica, nice to see you. What do the energies say about the potential job? The Glassdoor reviews were awful. And you know, Glassdoor is a hard one because pissed off people are going to be more likely to write there than happy people. First of all, do we think that you'll be offered this job? And the answer is there's a likelihood that you will be offered this job. What would this job be like? Well, it would be a job. It would be an opportunity. The Glassdoor reviews, how serious are they? There are a couple of people here, and there are some things about the corporate culture just horrible, just horrible. So, yeah, it's a problem. Should you take the job anyway? Damn. That's a hard one. I could make an argument either way. I could say, man, this looks like a pain in your butt, keep looking. But I could also say a job is a job, and if you don't like it, you can always look for another job. And there are things in this job that would be good and that you could learn from. So if you go in prepared for the fact that there will be some issues and not planning for this to be your dream job or to stay there for too long, I think it would be okay. Julie says, hi, we can get together soon. Yes, ma'am, we can, and I'm looking forward to it. Wendy, how and where and with whom does Spirit want me to branch out specifically for the healing practice I want to create? Very good. So right now, there is still a lot more about study and practice and learning. And that may mean with friends, with community members, to grow and learn as you need to. You've already done a lot of that, but there's more that needs to happen. Think about this in a 3-year plan. And then there is something here that says, as you start to get out in the community, do what you can to get out there. You need to not only have the healing skills, but also the business skills. And so some of what you have to learn would be business skills and how to present what you do to the public at large. You know, because ideally, you are going to be with someone who works with people who wouldn't necessarily normally work with someone who does what you do. You want to reach out beyond the scope of the already bought-in community. And so think about ways you're going to do that. Okay. Oh, Alice, your nature renew. Yes, you do need to rest. Jyoti, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm preparing for CA exams, which is supposed to be around the 21st May, but due to COVID, it's possible to be postponed until the end of June. Do I think it's going to happen May or June? Well, obviously, prepare for May. If it's June, you get a little reprieve, right? But let's see, what do we think it will be? More likely June. More likely. Okay. So Lexi, is alchemy classes the right choice for my spiritual journey right now? You know, I mean, you certainly can, but I feel like there's so much that you need to do. Like, if you do not have a solid yoga practice, I would like to see a solid yoga practice that really goes through the 8 limbs of yoga to learn all of that, not just the physical hatha practice. I would like to see more meditation. I would like to see more mediumship. So yeah, you can do the alchemy, but there's a whole lot of other things from a lot of different cultures that are showing up here as being potentially beneficial to you as well. So take your pick and do them all in the long run. Oh, Claire, so you did cancel. Yes, that's fine. Okay. Oh, Marion, thank you. That really helped me. Okay, good, good. Santiago, what can I respect in regard to love? I'm gay and single. Okay. So I feel like there is someone from your past, either someone you were involved with or had feelings for, that you haven't really healed from, and you may need to really let go of that. And amongst the people around you, you know, I think very soon, I don't know if this is someone you've already met or not, but I think very soon there's going to be someone new in your life, and that's going to look really good. But be careful. Remember, things can look good in the beginning, but not always stay good. Ultimately, I think you'll end up having a workable relationship that will be a lifetime partnership. But in the meantime, I think there is at least a new relationship coming. However, again, release stuff from the past. Whatever that is, you got to release that. Okay, Kim, nice to see you. Will things work out on May 3rd? It's going to be a frustration and it's going to go different than you think, but it will all work out. Okay. Hey, Cheryl, I have some issues that need to be fixed. Should I be concerned? I don't think you have all the information, and so it's really easy to trip out when you don't have all the information. I don't think it's going to be any kind of worst case scenario, though. I'm not horribly worried. So I guess the answer to your question is probably not. Robin Renee, who is my spirit guide? What a great question. So the thing is, you have lots of spirits around you. You just sometimes don't see them because you're too in your conscious mind. But it is a gentleman. And I want to say it's ancestral. I don't know if it's anyone you knew in life. It could be like grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather. It's going back a ways, perhaps. Again, maybe no one you knew in life. But seems like a grandfather and seems to be someone who has been with you for a very, very long time. This is why I'm thinking that maybe you did not know him in life, because I think he's been with you in this form since birth. Okay. Oh, and thank you so much for the beautiful feedback. I really appreciate it. Okay. That was actually directed right toward you, Nicole, but to everyone as well. Karen, will my home projects be moving forward this week? Not as quickly as you would like. And so be careful to be patient. You're going to be very happy with this when it's finished. It's going to take a little longer than you want, but it's going to be worth it. So do be patient. Mashin, makeup and fashion insomnia. So nice to see you. Should I start my YouTube channel or do I still need to grow more? I think you should be starting it soon, but not just yet. I think you want to get your plans in place. A lot of us started it when we didn't really know what we were doing, and it wasn't necessarily helpful that way. Get your plans in place and then launch it. Okay, Mystics Haven. What would be helpful for me to know about the living situation for me and my daughter as we are still unsettled? Yeah, this definitely needs to get fixed. And I am so sorry. It's a hard thing. What I can tell you is I believe that there will be a solution by September. No, not September. July, August solution. By September, you'll be settled. So what you need to know is just be flexible. Try to have as much fun with it as you can. And it will work out. By September, you'll be set. Okay, Delaney, should I move out of Florida to help me heal from my past disappointments? You know, the thing is, wherever you go, there you are. Moving from Florida will not help you heal. If there's someplace else you want to go and you want to go there because you want to go there and you can go there, by all means, go there. But don't go there to get away from the past. Go there to go for the future. Okay. Samantha, what do I need to know about next week? Samantha, I feel like there's a lot that is sort of challenging next week. There are some things that could be very, very helpful to you. And so be present for what is helpful and protect yourself from what is not. Okay. And again, thank you so much for all of your support. There's a couple of people here who have asked second questions. And since they're interesting questions, I'm going to go back and grab them, which I don't typically do, but I will. And so this is last call. This is last call. If you did not ask a question and want to, or if I accidentally missed you, please reiterate. And let me just go back to Wendy. Do I branch out independently or work with a group of other healers, or perhaps both? You branch out independently, and once in a while you may come together in community with others, but you have to be independent. And the other one was, are the headaches, this is Alice, are the headaches a side effect of the antibiotic? That is a great question for your doctor or your pharmacist. In my opinion, I think they well could be, yes. Yes. All right, my friends, I want to thank you. So, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, right back on this channel for, drum roll please, for our tarot meetup. We'll do some readings with each other. We'll do some tarot learning. If there's something specifically you would like to learn, make sure you're a member of our Global Tarot Circle group on Facebook and ask there. This is what I want to learn for our meetup. And I'll do my best to accommodate you. Let's see. Again, make sure you go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com, where you can sign up for a reading, sign up for the newsletter, and sign up for our upcoming class. Baby cakes! Is it a good idea for me to move to South Carolina this year? I assume SC is South Carolina. It could be something completely different. So I'm just going to say SC. Good idea for you to move to SC? Yeah, Mets. It's not a bad idea to consider. I think there's still some things you have to think about, but it's worth consideration. Okay. Oh, and thank you so much. Makeup and Fashion Insomnia, appreciate it. Yes, please do like this video. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. Really appreciate that. Oh, it is South Carolina. Okay, very good. So I want to thank you all so very much. If you're new to this channel, live tarot webinars playlist shows you the live classes and meetups that are coming up, and also the classes that we've had already that you might want to check out. There's also reviews of tarot books and tarot decks, oracle decks. There's also episodes of my old webcast, Christiana Psychic Cafe, with some really fun old interviews with people like Benabel Wen, and just lots of interesting stuff. So definitely poke around. And make sure you also subscribe to StarCast, STAARCAST. It's featured right on this channel. That is the podcast in support of StarCon, our annual conference about tarot, art, mysticism, and divination. Next one will be held January 21st through 23rd, online and in person in Palm Beach Gardens. So make sure you mark your calendars, and we'll have a new episode coming out soon. All right, and coming in at the very last minute, couple of questions, okay. Robin Renee, what's my favorite deck? Oh man, that's like asking me which is my favorite child. I'm really liking Light Seers these days very much. I'm using Spiral right now. I love that one. I love the Smith-Waite Centennial in the tin. I love Morgan Greer. I love Hanson Roberts. I love World Spirit. Let's see, what else do I like? I love the Guy in Tarot, but not really for professional readings. Because that's the other thing. What's your favorite deck? For what? Like Mystic Mondays. I don't use it for professional readings, but I love using it every Monday for the 3-card weekly reading. So anyway, that's some. And Arna, when will you have a job switch? Coming up fairly soon. It could be within the next 2 months. but definitely by the end of the summer, if not sooner. Iva, nice to see you. What about work next week? Nothing you don't know how to handle? Oh, but this is weird. So there's going to be some things that are just like exactly what you know, exactly what you expect, and then some major change that that is different. But even that will be just fine. Nothing to worry about. Okay, horse fan done. A message about your painting. The message is you have to believe in it more and do it more. You're healing your inner child as you paint. And you actually have some talent and some spirit communication going on there. Yeah, makeup and fashion insomnia star tarot. What an interesting deck. I don't have it, but I've seen it and it's probably next on my list. Great idea. All right, friends, that's it for me. I hope to see you tomorrow for our meetup, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, right back on this channel. Look forward to seeing you all really soon.